everybody. Happy good morning to you. All right. Um, we're going to get into the live here very shortly. If you will indulge me, please. I'm going to finish packing Farmer Chad's lunch. I hope you are all well today. It is it is horrifyingly rainy here. So we will not be going outside today. Oh, excuse me. Okay. I have some hot spaghetti here for him today, and we made tea. So I'll be packing some echinacea, horsetail, oat straw, and peppermint tea. Hey, Jory. Good morning to you, darling. How are you? I'm finishing up packing Farmer Chad's lunch, and then we are going to go and we are going to get into the talk about the things. Because, y'all, this done got out of hand. This a bit much to be dealing with, what they're doing to the food supply. All right. Just please bear with me. I'm going to make a little bit of a mess, probably pouring this tea, straining this tea rather, and then I've got to get some applesauce packed. And then we're going to get started. So, you said you're really good. I'm good, Jory. I'm good. I'm shocked, kind of, by what's going on out in the world. But I am good. All right, hang on. Let me... I'm so bad at this part. With the teas. Yes. Shoot. Oh, it does fit. Okay. All right. I'm sorry. Just bear with me, please. Oh my gosh, this stuff smells so stinking good. And it tastes like a peppermint patty, kind of, sort of. And see, Farmer Chad's trying to get sick. He went out of town for the Thanksgiving, crap, I knew I was going to pour it all everywhere. He went out of town for the Thanksgiving holiday. Thank you, Jory. And, well, there were some stressful situations that occurred. The car had a tire blowout that, like, exploded his, bumper while he was on the road. And then, when you're away from home, well, for us, when we're away from home, we're not eating clean food because we don't actually know anyone else who eats as cleanly as we do. Um, so his body's a little stressed out. And also, he was around a whole bunch of people. He's not usually exposed to that many people at one time. It's family get together. It is what it is. Nobody's fault. He's getting sick. So I'm fighting it with this tea and hot lunches. And actually, I really have asked him to stay home, but he's not going to do that. He doesn't ever do that. It doesn't matter how, well, there was one time. One time he did stay home, but I think it was because he really couldn't even walk. This was many years ago. And he got some kind of a flu that, oh my gosh, it was horrible. Because he's not like that. He's not a whiny dude. He just goes. He just always goes. That's just how Chad is. And this stuff had him knocked out. He couldn't hang. Alright, so I've successfully gotten some tea strained out. Let me just stir this up and I'm going to pack this in the lunchbox. We can get the applesauce and then we're going to get into it. Because y'all, seriously? What the hell are they putting in our food? This has gotten so far beyond belief now. It's starting to seem like some crazy movie. It is just, I'm like, wow. Just wow. Alright, hang tight. Okay. I got this. I'm so sorry. See, I didn't actually have any idea that when I went to give Farmer Chad his coffee that he was going to be so bad off. I turned the light on and he said, turn it off. It hurts my eyes. So I was like, oh, shoot. He's not well. And it's terrible raining, so we can't go outside and be with the chickens. And in fact, I'm just going to leave the chickens in a little bit longer this morning. It's like 33 degrees. It is pouring down rain, and it honestly sounds a little bit icy out there, so they're probably better off Yeah, they're doing something with our food. Look at kids like grown adults. You know what? It's funny that you say that, Jory, because that occurred to me. It occurred to me. It did. There's been a few things. Hold on. Let me focus for a minute. Let me finish this, y'all. I'm so sorry. Again, I didn't realize, I had no idea Chad was going to be sick this morning. So everything, all my plans got just a hair out of whack. But it's okay. We're going to get into this. It's not going to be terrible long. And we'll get on with our day with more information. Hold on. Oh, food. Food. All right. Be warned, okay? And I mean, I'm dead serious. Be warned. Hey, Calamity Jane. Who just said that was you, Jane? Thank you for that beautiful owl. That's so pretty. Okay, hold on, y'all, before I forget, because you know I'm easily distractible. I know that this is going to be a pain in the butt. I totally understand, but in my opinion, and everything that I'm going to say is my opinion. I'm not a medical professional. I'm not none of those things. So please don't take what I'm saying as anything, and I don't know what I'm going to get into entirely, but I do know I'm going to get into this. Read the damn labels. Read them all closely. So many foods now, and this has been going on. This has been going on now for almost 5 years that they've been bioengineered food. Do you know what you're putting in your mouth? Do you? I mean, I'm just saying. That dude at the McDonald's, that VP fella, former VP fella, what'd he say? He said, we make this shit for poor people. I ain't gonna eat it. It's some 3D printed chicken. What are they feeding us? Well, I don't know that we can be certain. Quite frankly, I don't know that we can. I don't trust them. If they are growing these chickens and printing them out and blah, 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 how do we even know that's even chicken cells? And at what point in time did food become some shit that got created? I mean, really, I'm asking. Real talk, y'all. It seems as though one of the real big problems in all this is like the actual, hold on, let me try to stop the chat too, because I can't see all y'all. What the hell was I saying? See what I said about how easily distractible I am? Also, I am trying to finish this man's lunch up. I don't know. I'll get back on track in a minute, because I wasn't even supposed to be talking about that yet. But I mean, really, did y'all know this? Did y'all know that they're highly likely that this fake lab-grown food is already in stores, even though the mainstream's story, the alleged story, is that it's been approved to be fed to people in 2 places in California, and I was like, that's some lies, y'all. They're making this shit up. I mean, seriously. And what are we eating? Who knows what we're eating? If you buy bread from the store, I challenge you to read the ingredients of your bread and then look up what those ingredients actually are. Because I'm telling you, there's stuff in bread. It's like plastics almost. It's ridiculous. It's like we're being mummified slowly by this alleged food. All right, hold on. Let me see. I knew better. I shouldn't have said a word, because I knew I would get myself right up off track. Good. Nope, I didn't put that top on right at all. Sorry, and I really will be right with you. Aw, Jane. Thank you, sweetie. E-Kelter, you say applesauce? Yes, that's applesauce, and I add these, it's like a strawberry sauce that I make from strawberries to give it some flavor, contrast, and even textural contrast, because this is a chunky strawberry sauce that I do. It's just it's really easy. You know, it's kind of like doing a jam, but not really. Like, you don't really have to go all the way with it. It doesn't need to cook out quite as long. It's a shortcut, and we don't eat bread around here really, so I don't keep jams around anyhow. All right, we are seriously almost done. Yay, I did it. Let me put this up and we're going to go chat. Oh gosh, that's a little heavy. All right, guys. Let's get into it. I'm off with y'all too, and I'm so sorry, y'all. I had no choice. None whatsoever. All right. Let me say hi to y'all first, and then I have some little pics and stuff to show y'all. Believe it or not. Oh, it is just bad out there, y'all. Look at this. Oh, Lordy. These poor chickens, they're going to have a terrible day today. All right. And don't worry. We're still going to see the sun. I promise. We are still going to see the sun. All right. Let me find my little green screeny thingy, you all. And I have some stuff I need to show y'all. Oh, yay. There it is. Come on. Populate my pictures. Please. Why are you waiting, YouTube? What are we holding up for? Hold on, y'all. I got to go back into it. Because sometimes it don't do all correct the first time. There we go. All right, y'all. First of things first. Here we go. Welcome to Crooked Peach. How y'all doing today? Everything that we are going to be talking about is just education, informational purposes only. Nothing should be considered medical advice. And consult your people. Consult your folks. Okay, y'all? It's really quite important. Campbell's. So they fired this fella after he said all these things. He don't care about us. None of them do. And at some point, we have to realize just how deeply that goes. Because it seems like industry is kind of brazen now about how they don't actually view us as human beings. We are just products, y'all. They do not care. And we have to educate ourselves. Getting mad about it is not going to help. That doesn't change a thing. And trying to protest or get laws changed, listen, as far as I'm concerned, this is like a red alert time, people. It's not time to try to get these companies to bend to your will. And besides which, at what point are you going to realize you can't trust a freaking thing they say? We got people out here that are even questioning the validity of whole vegetables. So, I mean, I'm just saying we have to be ever vigilant. Number one, we've got to start reading labels. You know, there's a lot of things that have started to change in the world. What's his name? RFK Jr. He championed this whole red number 3 to be removed from our food supply. And oh my gosh, look into what it does to the human body. Look into it. We don't need to bother with it. Because I just want to point out, in case you hadn't realized this, there is definitely 2 sets of rules going on. 2 whole completely different things are in place. Because at what point in your life, as a regular person, or even a nefarious kind of a business, a side hustle, somebody might be doing something, selling some things, blah, blah. At what point have you ever had some official entity come to you and say, oh, okay. Well, yeah, so that ingredient is no longer legal. Oh, but hey, we're going to give you a couple few years to go ahead and use up what you got. At what point do actual normal people ever get this kind of treatment and consideration? They don't. And that's a very, very obvious, glaringly obvious difference in what's going on between the them and the us. And yes, sadly, there is a them and an us. But here's the deal. You have options. You can either try to fight it and get all wrapped up in it and pissed off and all these things and lose every bit of focus about your own self and your own life. Or you can step back out of this crap. Look and see what is going on. Look at what's happening to us. They want to make printed, cultured meat the number 1 consumed meat on the planet. And if you're saying to yourself, well, they wouldn't sell this if it's unhealthy, do that, wouldn't they? At some point in time, we also have to realize that we are the test subjects, y'all. We are the lab rats. They don't give a crap. They don't want to test the products to the point to see if there's actually any damage to be made, because they can sell it, make billions of dollars, cause you to be damaged. That's okay. You're just going to go over to my brother over here in the pharmaceutical industry so that we can treat those symptoms, babes. At some point, I realized that this was a whole, like a rat maze. And guess what? At first, I freaked out and I was like, oh my God, how am I getting out of this? It's everywhere, it's everything. What am I supposed to do? Well, guess what? You just don't have to do it their way. You do not. You do not need to be purchasing packaged foods. They're fake, frankenfoods that are causing, in my opinion, yet again, my opinion, y'all, I'm no expert, but based on the data, we're going to have some incredibly sick people in the future from this crap. From diseases that we cannot imagine are going to occur. Diseases, just like all the ones we pretty much deal with now, diseases that never should have occurred because it is this damn poisonous food supply, medical supply, blah, blah, all the things. The inhuman things that we are all being fed every day through our mouths, our skin, in our lungs, all these things. It's like they're trying to make us not human. So, instead of getting freaked out, stop buying the convenience. Stop buying the poison. And you know, if you can only do one thing, do the one thing, because just one thing is all that it takes for a difference to start to take place. This is a multivitamin, one of the very few on the planet that I actually really like. It's filled with all of these bioavailable vitamins. There's not a bunch of junk in here. Like, for instance, the calcium. See the glycinates, y'all? That's not limestone. That does not say calcium carbonate. It's a little pricey, but when I say bioavailable vitamins, this is kind of what I mean. And sadly, as I said, it's doing nothing but raining out here this morning, and this really sucks. And also it sucks because when I shut this down, you know what I got to do? I got to go out there anyway. I still have to go do all the things. I just can't take the phone. It'll drown. It will drown. But we'll still leave with the same beautiful ball of light and life. There's also, James says there's also a list on the USDA page of all the food types, ingredients that are required to be listed as bioengineered. Right? My issue with this is, though, what is bioengineered? You don't know what they're putting in there. And based on how all kinds of new diseases and everything every day, you know, I mean, it's highly suspect. Jory Game Bites says also fruit looks at what they do. Oh my gosh, yeah, they're doing some crazy stuff to fruit in the labs. Hey, Farmer Chaz, morning. You're just peeking in. I'll see you later, sweetie. Life with Tashiri. Good morning, darling. Hello. Chris. Sharpshooter. What? Oh, no. No, not even a little bit. Y'all, please all try to send some positive energy over to Foraging and Urban Homesteading at the Hermit House. She's a little under the weather, just a little bit. I want her to feel a lot better. Let's talk some tea. All the store-bought food is killing us. You are not wrong. It is. It absolutely is. And somebody just needs to highlight this. We need to talk about this with each other, and we need to be honest with each other. Well, because for myself, I wouldn't have known what to do. If this was 5 years ago, I wouldn't have known what to do. I would have just been overwhelmed. I probably would have lost my mind over it, kind of, sort of, you know? But now that I've armed myself up with some food knowledge and some cooking knowledge, things are a little bit easier. And you know what? I have so much more to learn, but I don't feel so scared anymore. Legs, some tea true it is. Hold on, let's talk some tea. My bad, mess your name up. You were trying to say hi. Okay, I get it. So let's talk some tea, Jory. I got you. Hopefully they did too. Stuart, then make your own bread. Leave us alone if we want to eat store bread. Stuart, I'm not messing with you, my friend. But I am sad for you if you just don't care that the stuff that's in these packages is literally poisoning you. It is killing you slowly and softly. Engineering food outside of a lab has been going on a bit. Humans have been doing that for a lot of time. I don't care. I don't care. That's not food. We're not talking about hybridization, like outside. We are talking about on a cellular genetic level. The things that they're doing to our food, who even knows what they're doing to our food? But if you look at the human population and how many diseases keep cropping up and how sick and heavy and just early, deaths that are going on, the heart disease, all these other things, then you can clearly see something ain't right. And you know what? It's not that the human population suddenly broke. It's what we're being given, provided with things to purchase and be addicted to, symptoms that all this shit causes to begin with. This is the problem. And again, it's not anything to be alarmed about. Be aware, people. Open our eyes. Start reading these labels seriously. If you don't know how to cook, ask somebody. Not AI. Not freaking AI. Stop asking damn Chat GPT for health advice. This is craziness. I literally have friends who say, oh yeah, well, I talked to Chat GPT and that's what they said to take. And I'm like, what is wrong with you? Stop doing this, y'all. This is just not cool. Be smarter about your decisions that you're making. Really talk to your professionals. If you have really good professionals, you are very, very fortunate. Talk to them about these things. Start trying to pay attention to what has been going on. Like what have we been eating, or what have we been being exposed to maybe over the last however so long before this new maybe symptom or illness cropped up. We've got to start connecting the dots, because overall, sadly, the system that we have to work with, it doesn't treat any of the causes. It only addresses the symptoms. And when you make the symptom go away while the damage is still going on, oh honey, then you get blindsided by that damage. Man, you're like, where did this come from? How? This is how. See this, y'all. We've got to see this. The weather is miserable for your chickens too, Jane. Oh, that sucks. Is some snow where you're at, where you've been all day, Jory? I'm so sorry. You love the logo, Jane. Thank you so much. You can read everything in Ezekiel bread, and it doesn't make me feel bloated. But the regular bread, you gave up to, yes, ma'am, to Sharia. That's what I'm talking about, honey. And see, the thing is, at this point, it just takes so much damn time to read all these labels, and they'll put this little bioengineered tag somewhere back there. And it's always in some tiny writing. I implore you, my fellow human beings, do not put this shit in your mouth. No good is going to come of it. I promise you, no good is going to come of this stuff. And who's to say what's going to happen or how bad it's really going to be? Well, we can't really say. But again, we are the test. We are the lab rats. We are going to pay for this. Don't let this happen to yourself. You really can empower yourself just by taking the time to look at these labels, make better choices. They're not easy choices, right? They're not convenient choices. And yeah, I totally get it. That's the game. Make life so stressful, so full of distractions, so full of fear, so full of hate, that you have no time. You have no available brain cells available to do shit for yourself. So, yep, we just belly right on up and suck from the teat of convenience. And it's killing us. It's killing us. All right, I'm going to wrap this up, guys. Because, I love you. I love you. But I've got to take care of my poor sick man. And you know what? I think, oh, I'm going to kick his butt. I think he just went outside. I'm going to kill him. We are products and workers. Have you not read what Elon and Bezos said? They want to go to Mars to make Earth a production planet. No, Jane, I hadn't read that because I stay out of the news. Hey, Okie Grower, good morning. How you doing? But that's That's right. Yeah, boron. Boron is actually a necessary mineral. And yeah, it's the same stuff that they sell in the box to brighten your laundry. Borax. I'm not saying take it. Please don't eat borax. Oh my God. You know, some people, y'all, come on. You wonder back then that you wonder if back then it was that bad? No, but it was started way back then. I know, Jane, bioengineered doesn't always mean it was grown in a lab. However, because it's such an ambiguous term and there's no way to determine what it is, I advise my friends and I like pretty much demand from my family here in the household that is not allowed. None of that crap. It is not allowed in our house. And I don't trust these companies anymore. I'm sorry, but they're full of shit, y'all. They are full of it. You know, most of the convenient food, or not most, I'm sorry, but a very large portion of the convenience food industries, it was bought up by Big Tobacco when all the, internal memos were made public. It's the same playbook too. And it's just a different product and package, and we're not seeing it. The voice that matters. Hey, honey, good morning to you. Look at the history of bananas. Jane, don't make me do it. I already know how gross this whole thing is going to be. But now, now that you brought it up, I'm going to go down that rabbit hole. I'm telling you. Hey, hippie gypsy. Good morning, darling. How you doing? We know what they're doing to our food. You gotta wait. Yeah, we just don't realize what it is that this crap that's not food, this crap that's being put in all these food-like, air quotes, substances. We don't realize the incredibly deep effect it is having on us, on our physical bodies, on our mental abilities. We think people are just losing their damn minds. They're not just losing their minds. In my opinion, based on all the research data, they're being poisoned and depleted. And basically, they're just in an instinctual, ill-guided survival mode. People don't want to be this way. Now, who wants to be miserable and angry all the time? Nobody. I say this from experience too, y'all, because I was not well. I was a very angry person. I was a very fearful person for so many years. It's so strange. It never occurred to me. All I needed was the foundational building blocks of the human body. And things would start to repair and things would become clear. Oh my heaven. And so, once I realized, I'm like, people know this because we're running around all hopped up on every type of drug and all kinds of other things trying to correct these things. Meantime, we're still intaking the same crap because we don't know. And I love everybody. I want everyone to feel wonderful and well and have energy and have the ability to take care of yourself, love your family, all those things. Love your fellow humans. All those things that are, on occasion, nearly impossible because everything is such an overwhelming thing. I don't want people to feel like this. People, I want you to be happy. I want you to feel calm and well. I want you to love and to feel this. Oh my gosh, if I could just bottle up the feeling that I have been able to discover. It just feels like warm and golden light. And it's just how I feel about all of you guys. Every one of us. Yeah, I might be a dreamer, but I just think that we can make this a better place. I truly do. Good morning, Jacob Sinke. Good morning. You think the choices were made in the 70s and 90s regarding food manufacturing? Oh, Jane, that's when they really started to put the screws to us. Yes, ma'am. But it really began in the late 1800s when they first figured out how to bleach and deodorize lamp oil, industrial freaking lubricant, and put it on a shelf and make it look pretty. And we started eating that shit way back then. And if you look into it, the first recorded heart attack, I believe it was in 1912. It was within 20 years or within 25 years of the introduction of that crap into our food supply. We shouldn't have heart attacks. The human body should not have a heart attack. It shouldn't happen. Sorry, it shouldn't. It's because we have all this crap gunking up the systems and we don't know. It's not our fault. It's not our fault. ChatGPT, Tashiri says ChatGPT will help before some of these professional pilfer. You're not wrong, but if you don't know, you might not realize that ChatGPT is mainstream data. You have to give it very extremely specific instructions in order to get an outside of the mainstream type of an answer. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Jacob Sinky. Ignorance is not bliss. No. Chicken is not a fan of this weather. No, ma'am. Chicken is not. I'm not. Weed is bliss, Oki says. Ganja for the win. Okay. You're not opposed to it. You just don't love the smell. I actually didn't used to like the smell either, Jane, but as it turns out, it was the strain. It was cheap weed. It was just nasty smelling. That they're putting food color in our fruits and vegetables now too. Oh my gosh, y'all! It's in the fish all over the place, and you know most of these colors are petroleum. Actually, I think all of them are petroleum derived. What seriously? Do you seriously think there's anything in the petrol industry that needs to go in your body or on? I see. I am of a whole new mindset with this. If I cannot eat it, it will not go on my skin either. It just isn't going to happen. We don't use colognes and perfumes. The guys are still using a deodorant. It's aluminum free, but I don't use any of that stuff anymore. And you know what? No air fresheners, no Lysols, none of that stuff, y'all. No bleach even. Bleach can be so incredibly caustic. It's very strong. And it was not overnight. So I'm just saying, look, you can make changes. It starts with one change at a time. You know, it's not like I just woke up one day and realized this whole damn world is toxic soup. It's all got to go. I did try that with plastics. I ended up having nothing to put anything to drink in the house. So I started a different approach. The one thing at a time, kind of, it's a building, a foundation, and a set of stairs. I'm just doing that. Um, okay, hold on. I'm trying to get down to the bottom so we can actually wrap this up. You like your food grown, not created. Yeah, I don't really care for printed food. It is crazy. You know what? Here's another thing, and this is sad that it has to be said, but it's just a fact. Oh, I'm so glad, Jory, your dad grows his food. Just because you can chew it up and swallow it does not make it food. Oh, Jane. Okay, Jane, you know some stuff, lady. Calamity Jane says if you follow people's investment portfolio, you can tell when they are lying. Even the ones that are quote unquote supporting removing chemicals are still investing in companies that put it in our food. Yep. And you know what though? Those things don't matter. They're the small. Here's the seriously, y'all. The mind blown. Mind blown. We're gonna wrap this up with this because this blew my freaking mind. Once I just like realized it this morning. I was like, wait a minute. We're not seeing that we have all kinds of ways to live our lives. We actually don't need them, but they can't function without us. They cannot function without us. If you quit, if you stop purchasing, if you stop, partaking, do you know it doesn't take many of us and industries collapse. That's how we affect change. That is how we affect change. Oh, I wish this was really outside right now, y'all. It's just gray and dreary and it's just rain, 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 rain. All right, you learned from your dad, Jory. That's amazing, sweetie. Your dad taught you lots of things about nature. Oh, that's awesome. I didn't learn about nature until recently. I halfway grew up in a barn and the other half was in a teepee. Oh, I'm kind of jealous of that hippie gypsy. Tisheria. Honey, I know you got to go to work too. Oh my gosh. Jacob Sinky, thank you so much for all the jewels, darling. AI is simply information that humans feed. Yes, yes, it is. AI is good at processing. That is true. Now listen, I'm not anti-AI, y'all. AI is a wonderful tool. It is an absolutely fabulous tool. But I have already seen people who I find to be incredibly brilliant and gifted, but lonely as hell, get into a thing where they're not even trying to connect with other human beings anymore. They're just friends with their chat GPTs. See, it's like little bits of humanity going away. Anyway, I'm sure Hippie could. I'm sure. The less humans learn on their own. Oh my gosh, practice comprehension or critical thinking, the less effective AI will be. Yeah. And you know what? If we keep on relying on this, we won't be able to think at all. I'm serious. Because we're not. People they seem to be really quickly adapting to this like new kind of technology and not ever giving things their own thought at all. At all. It's just like any question at all. It's like, or whatever they talk to others. Like, at what point do we realize we're losing every ability? Every ability. I mean, guys, We really have to wake up. We have to freaking wake up. Oh gosh. Okay, Jacob. I'm sorry. I'm gonna try to get out of here. That's dangerous. What's dangerous, sweetie? Oh, what about when they have? I don't know, Jory. I don't really know what to say all about all of that. I think that if you got jabbed, you might have got some stuff that you really are going to be very upset about. But I can't be sure about that. It's a theory. I never got the jab. I never got none of it. It seems like they're apparently, according to the stuff that's out there, in the world. There were even some. I think there were congressional talks about this. They're putting vaccinations in some foods. Like it's just gotten to the point where I'm like, oh my god, this is like the worst movie I've ever seen in my whole damn life. And for a lot of people, oh, thank you so much, First Lady. How you doing, Sirius? Hi, sweetie. Um, for a lot of people, they'll resist because they don't know how to cook. For a lot, resist changing to get off of this. For a lot of people, they'll resist it changing what they eat because it seems boring. And it sounds boring. It does. At first, it really sounds whole food and cooking all the things. It sounds boring. But, as soon as those seed oils stop coating your tongue and you taste what things are actually supposed to taste like, you realize you're not missing out on anything. And that crap actually tastes like chemicals. It's just so nasty. Also, when we were all locked up, yeah, and it's all that. It's a lot of manipulation and control. And see, and there's no need to try to understand it all at one time. You cannot, in my opinion, you cannot process this information when you're full of toxins and fake ass food. Sorry, that's just what I believe. I strongly do, and I think probably more than 80% of America is highly depleted in a lot of different nutrients, and they don't understand some of their own behaviors sometimes, or they think that they lost out on the genetic lottery and their bodies are just breaking down, which is not really what's happening. The body's trying to repair itself, and it will steal from other areas. And it'll steal from areas it deems to be less important. You might think your foot is important. Your body might think the brain tops the list. We just for the most part, I think, misunderstand how we actually work. You know, but we can fix this. It seems like it's a big scary thing, um, and if you're just learning about it, it can be very scary and very overwhelming. But there's no need to panic. There really isn't. We still have some time. I think it's just this again. It's just my opinion. I think we still have some time, not a lot, but I think we have some time to kind of prepare and understand. And it starts, honest to God, it just starts with read every damn label. And in my opinion, you've got to have that line in the sand with yourself and for yourself that you will not put any bioengineered crap in your mouth. Now, one of the hard things that might come with this is that means, for the most part, you can't trust any food that's cooked outside of your own kitchen. I mean, really, you can't, because non-bioengineered stuff is going to be more expensive. Even sometimes just a little bit more expensive can make all the difference in the world. And I don't know, just again, my personal opinion, I'm not going to any restaurant anywhere. I don't trust the food supply. It's not about the restaurants at all. It's not about them. It's this damn food supply. And in my opinion, it's largely crap. Largely. Rule of thumb: if it don't rot, don't eat it. Right? Oh my gosh! But yeah, that's my definition of natural. Not natural, because that ain't natural at all. Oh my gosh, y'all! I just ran off of the mouth on. I'm so sorry. I apologize. I have so many um, things that I want to say, and if I try to say them all at one time, this would be like a week long, 24-hour loop, because there's just so many things that I've found out, and I think they're going to be helpful. We're going to continue to talk about them too. We're going to continue talking about this stuff, y'all. All right, I'm out. Have a wonderful day. As always, please remember to take your bioavailable vitamins, love yourself, and be kind to each other. I love you guys. Bye, bye, bye. See you tomorrow. Bye.